Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Nathan's world has never been simple, but when Britt storms in with fury in her eyes and words that cut sharper than any scalpel, everything changes. It's not just a heated exchange. It's a collision of loyalty, fear, and the weight of secrets that refuse to stay buried. Britt, never one to mince words when her heart is pounding and her mind is racing, unloads her anger at Nathan in a way that leaves even him rattled. She's not just upset. She's terrified, and that terror is driving her to lash out with brutal honesty. Nathan has always thought of himself as strong, steady, and unshakable, but when Britt unleashes her warning, the cracks in his armor begin to show. Britt makes it clear she's done playing nice, especially when it comes to the people who keep underestimating her instincts. She points to James, not the baby, but the name that suddenly sets off alarm bells in her mind. It's not just a name. It's a signal, a shadow, a hint that something much bigger is going on than Nathan is admitting. Britt connects dots Nathan doesn't want to acknowledge, and when she says the words, "Don't you dare dismiss me," it's not just a demand, it's a warning. She refuses to be silenced, and she refuses to let Nathan's blind spots put anyone she cares about in danger. Her voice shakes, not from weakness, but from the intensity of what she knows. She tells Nathan that James is a problem, that this isn't a coincidence, and that if Nathan won't act on it, she will. Nathan, usually calm and composed, tries to brush it off at first, tries to say Britt is letting her emotions run away with her, but she cuts him off. She says, "You don't get it. You're letting your loyalty cloud your judgment. James is not who you think he is." That moment stings, because Nathan prides himself on reading people, on being a cop who can sniff out lies. But Britt is staring at him like he's a fool, and it rattles him in a way he doesn't want to admit. The confrontation escalates when Britt goes after Nathan's boss. She makes it clear she doesn't trust the way this whole situation is being handled. She claims the alarm bells are blaring for a reason, and she doesn't care who gets offended by her saying so. She warns Nathan directly. If his boss keeps ignoring the danger signs, the fallout will be catastrophic. Nathan tries to defend his department, but Britt isn't buying it. She says flat out, "If you keep protecting him, you're part of the problem." That cuts deep. Nathan wants to believe the chain of command is solid, but Britt has seen enough corruption and cover-ups in her life to know better. Britt's words aren't just emotional, they're strategic. She knows how to hit Nathan where it hurts, and she does it because she needs him to listen. She throws his own principles back at him, reminding him of the times he swore to put truth and justice first, even when it hurt. She tells him that right now, he's not living up to that standard. He's letting his personal ties cloud his vision. And then she twists the knife further, asking him if he's willing to risk James destroying everything, just because he can't bring himself to question authority. Nathan pushes back, saying Britt is overreacting, but the more he protests, the more she doubles down. She insists she's seen this pattern before. People underestimating threats, brushing off warnings, and then acting shocked when the damage is done. She reminds him of her own past mistakes, how she ignored signs until it was too late, and how she won't make that mistake again. Her voice rises as she tells him, "You're supposed to protect people, Nathan. That's your job. So why are you pretending you don't see the danger standing right in front of you?" The tension between them builds until the air practically vibrates with it. Nathan can't ignore the passion in her words, but his pride keeps him from admitting she might be right. He accuses her of letting her emotions control her, but she throws it right back at him, saying his need to believe in his boss is what's clouding his judgment. She tells him that trust without accountability is a trap, and that James has already proven he can't be trusted. Britt's outburst isn't just about James. It's about her own fear of being dismissed, of being overlooked, of watching another disaster unfold while the people in power wave it off. She leans in close to Nathan and says, "I won't let you make me the crazy one, Nathan. Not this time. I see what's happening and I will not stay quiet." Those words hang heavy, because Nathan knows Britt has been right before, and ignoring her now could come back to haunt him. The warning to his boss is even harsher. Britt practically dares Nathan to repeat her words upstairs. She says, "Tell him Britt Westbourne said if he doesn't start listening, if he doesn't start acting, the blood will be on his hands." Nathan is floored by her bluntness, but Britt doesn't care. She's not interested in being polite. She's interested in being heard. She's furious that the people with power keep minimizing the risk, and she makes it clear she won't play that game. What makes this moment so explosive is the personal history between Britt and Nathan. She's not just some outsider shouting at him. She's family. She's someone who has seen him at his best and his worst, and that gives her words more weight than he wants to admit. Her anger is laced with desperation, because she doesn't want to see him dragged down by blind loyalty. She reminds him of everything they've fought through together, all the times they've survived chaos, and she says, "You know, I'm not wrong. Deep down, you know it. You just don't want to admit it." Nathan, cornered and conflicted, tries to calm her down, but Britt isn't backing off. She tells him that if he won't confront James, she will. She promises to dig into the truth herself, even if it means crossing lines Nathan wishes she wouldn't. She makes it clear she'd rather risk Nathan being angry with her than stay silent while a storm builds. That determination shakes Nathan, because he knows Britt doesn't make idle threats. If she says she'll act, she will. The argument spirals into personal territory. Nathan accuses her of letting her own guilt from the past fuel this obsession, but Britt fires back that guilt is what keeps her from ignoring the danger signs. She says, "I've lived with mistakes that cost people their lives. I won't do it again." Nathan falls silent, because he knows she means it. Her voice softens just for a moment, not with weakness, but with raw honesty. She says, "I can't lose anyone else, Nathan. And I won't watch you let this happen just because it's easier to pretend everything's fine." That vulnerability strikes a chord, but Nathan still can't let go of his instinct to defend his boss. He tells her she's letting paranoia control her, but Britt refuses to accept that. She insists that what she feels isn't paranoia. It's intuition sharpened by experience. She says the alarm bells in her head are screaming louder than ever, and ignoring them would be a betrayal of everything she's learned. By the end of the confrontation, neither of them backs down. Britt leaves Nathan with a final warning. If you don't stop protecting the wrong people, you're going to lose everything you're fighting for. The weight of those words lingers, because Nathan knows Britt doesn't issue warnings lightly. He may not want to believe her, but her fury has left a mark. The fallout from this clash is bound to echo far beyond one argument. Britt has planted a seed of doubt in Nathan's mind, whether he wants to admit it or not. And her open challenge to his boss raises the stakes even higher. If she's right about James, the consequences will be devastating. If she's wrong, the damage to her relationship with Nathan could be permanent. Either way, the line has been drawn, and nothing will be the same after Britt's angry words. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.